Good morning, everyone. This is Michael Robbins, and I am broadcasting this program from Phoenix, Arizona this time. Not from the Temple of Silence in Finland. I'm substituting for Tuya, who usually does a number of these programs. So today our Ask presentation is a meditation on attracting money for hierarchical purposes. So let us think of some of the things that Master DK has said in relation to this meditation. He says that this meditation is so simple that many of you may regard it as innocuous and perhaps futile. Used by many simultaneously, it may shatter the impasse which at present prevents adequate funds pouring into the work which the hierarchy seeks to accomplish. He asks us to do this meditation every Sunday morning. Here in Phoenix, it is Sunday morning. The clocks have changed, so I hope throughout the rest of the United States there's not a lot of confusion about when this is occurring. But given the attempt to make this a global meditation, it will not be possible for all the countries to join us on their Sunday morning. But we trust that the general intent of the meditation will be preserved as we meditate together as a global group. He asks us this, he says, take what you have saved during the previous week, dedicate it to the work, and present it in meditation to the Christ and his hierarchy. Whether the sum is large or small, it can become an attractive and magnetic unit in the Master's plans. And he tells us to think about the occult law, to those who give shall be given, so that they can give again. Sometimes it seems strange to us that the Christ and his hierarchy would have need of the kinds of financial resources that humanity generally uses, but remember they are not allowed to use their occult powers in the form of imposition and somehow suppress the activities of man made out of humanity's free choice. So, of course, they have the powers to abrogate all kinds of tendencies that we have set in motion, but it is against the Syrian law of freedom. So we must use the methods that are currently in use, and it will also test us in terms of our selflessness and our will to sacrifice for causes greater than our own personal well-being. So we will begin our meditation. The first stage, excuse me, we achieve a positive and intended personality quietness. And we formulate clearly to ourselves and in our own words the answers to the following questions. If money is one of the most important things needed today for spiritual work, What is the factor which is at present deflecting it away from the work of the hierarchy? We ponder and we imagine until we come to some realization in this respect. The next question: what is my personal attitude towards money? Do I regard it as a great and possible spiritual asset, or do I think of it in material terms? And then the next: what is my personal responsibility in regard to money which passes through my hands? And am I handling it as a disciple of the Masters should handle it? Now we pass on to the next stage. Ponder on the redemption of humanity through the right use of money. And we do this by visualizing the money in the world today as concretized energy, at present largely used for purely material purposes and for the satisfaction, where the individual is concerned, of purely personal desires. However, we then visualize money as a great stream of flowing golden substance passing out of the control of the forces of materialism into the control of the forces of light. And then we say the following invocative prayer with focused mental concentration and from a heartfelt desire to meet spiritual demands. O Thou, in whom we live and move and have our being, the power that can make all things new, turn to spiritual purposes the money in the world. Touch the hearts of men everywhere, so that they may give to the work of the hierarchy that which has hitherto been given to material satisfaction. The new group of world servers needs money in large quantities. I ask that the needed vast sums be made available. May this potent energy of Thine be in the hands of the forces of light. And English-speaking people can ponder that, and I turn on the prayer invocation for those who speak Finnish. Then we visualize the work to be done by those groups which claim our present allegiance. Any group that you know with which you have affiliation or support, any such group which is attempting to carry out an aspect of the hierarchical plan. And then, through the creative imagination and by an act of will, see untold and unlimited sums of money pouring into the hands of those who seek to do the Master's work. And then we say aloud, and with conviction and emphasis, realizing the potency of this mantram, He for whom the whole world waits has said that whatsoever shall be asked in His name, and with faith in the response, will see it accomplished. We remember at the same time that faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. And then we add being specific, naming the objects, the groups towards which the money must flow. I ask for the needed money for, and then we fill in the destination of the money. I ask for the needed money for, and can demand it, because. So first we name specifically the destination of the money. And I can demand it because from the center which we call the race of men, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. And we will close with a careful consideration of our own responsibility to the plan, and each week we will plan our financial cooperation with the hierarchy. We are to be practical and realistic, and we are to know that if we do not give, we may not ask, for we have no right to evoke that which we do not share. Now we attempt to feel true love sweeping through us, and to have the fixed intention to spread this love to all whom we may contact. Love is the great attractive and selfless agent in world affairs. And we realize that all this is done in the name of the Lord Maitreya, the head of the spiritual hierarchy. And we affirm our relationship to the great Lord and our attempt to serve him by serving the divine plan, which reflects the purpose of Sanat Kumara, the Lord of the world. And so we say together, we have gathered in your name, Lord Maitreya, be with us. And when we do serve the great Lord, eventually our service becomes irresistible. But a great deal of altruism and selflessness is required, truly, to serve him and his plans for the redemption of humanity during the age of Aquarius. We invoke help for humanity. We spiritually demand the good to descend. We prepare the way. Here is the opportunity to register for the Triangle's work, a work which the Tibetan said must go on. Very close to his heart, as he said, and reaching all the way to the heights of Shambhala, to the three Buddhas of activity and to the Lord of the world. So send in your name and 2 other names, your email addresses, your home countries, to globaltriangles@gmail.com. And when all of this is correctly done, the great Lord, the Christ, his energy will permeate the different nations of the world, and the auras of many human beings and humanity will be uplifted. Now, we will continue our broadcasts this coming week, starting Wednesday. It will be, we're going to change it now to 6 a.m., not 5, and the week after 6 p.m., and we'll send you a notification for that. And for the moment when I'm doing these, I'm not equipped here to include the music, but I'm going to work on that and see what is possible. We're very grateful that you have joined us, and please let us stay with this ask process of invocation of the higher energies which humanity needs for its redemption. Both Tuya and I Thank you for your attendance, your participation, your meditation, as we work together from a point of tension, working subjectively in the world of causes, so that the world of effects may work out in terms of the divine plan. Many blessings to everybody, and we'll be seeing you on Wednesday. Of course, it's Wednesday in Finland. It's going to be in the United States, and it's going to be late on Tuesday night. That will be the end of Election Day here, and we will know a lot more about the future destiny of the United States and, by implication, of the world process. Many blessings, and we'll see you at the next occasion. Oh.